Welcome back to Two Rail Fans.
We're finally going to give a layout update on this end of the layout today. Didn't get quite as much done as we had hoped for, but we still have a fair amount of progress to show off. Before we get into that though, if you guys could please support our channel and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all the comments we get. If you guys have any tips you want to share with us, please leave that in the comments. To start the tour today, the last time update we did, I think we were doing some ballasting. So we still have touch-up work to do, and actually on everything here we do have touch-up work to do.
But it looks beautiful right now.
It's nice to see some color on here, but I'll kind of explain where we are. So we did get this section ballasted. You'll notice, for example, over in this section, I'm going to need to touch that up. I just haven't done that because we're going to get ready to ballast the next section of the track, and I didn't want to get all those things out just to touch up a few sections. So as far as we're concerned, the most important section is the outer portion of this lower track. So I was having trouble getting the ballast to stick on this upper level here on the edge, and it just kept falling off. I'm not too worried about it. I am going to touch up the paint there, and we are going to be planting. I'm talking like it's a real plant. We're going to be putting down some kind of greenery there, either weeds or some kind of shrub or grass or something. So we consider this fairly done, except for the couple touch-up areas. Also the ditch area, we're going to put some darker paint towards the bottom, but we're going to have kind of a swampy water thing on the inner part of that. So that is not done yet either. So that's what still has to be done on the track. In terms of the rocks, I'm still not sure we're happy with it. What do you think, David? Still needs a little work,
yeah.
Right? So it's come a long ways. I know a lot of people model the red rock. We're trying to model something like you might see in, I'm just going to say Pennsylvania, for example, not too far from where I grew up.
Like that gray rock.
Right, gray stratified rock in kind of coal region. I'm going to put a wash over that eventually, but I think the shades of the paint that we were using weren't exactly what we needed, but at least we do have some color on there now. We also have a base coat of grass in kind of the green area. Obviously there's still some spots, there's some bare spots over there in this section.
But it's a lot better than just seeing flat green paint.
Yeah, and we also do have a section that is going to go up on the wall here, and it's going to cover up my plaster mistakes that Mrs. Railfan pointed out to me. So that's where we are at the scenery portion of it. Okay, so in terms of the town over here, so you'll notice that church doesn't look like anything like it used to look like. So we've been painting it. We added some LEDs in there, which I'm not going to turn on today. I got a couple of light leaks that I still need to fix.
And there's some greenery.
Some greenery on the base. You will notice I misjudged when I should have measured. So I have some more to put down. I'm going to put some greenery there. And we added this brick wall here.
It adds like a lot of depth to this, which I really like.
It does. So there's some bare space here we need to fill in. So I think what we're going to do eventually is maybe put some shrubs around the outside of it. And since 1 inch in HO scale is basically 87 inches, that would mean that this is a little over 7 feet tall. So I think what we're going to do is put some fencing around the top here. And maybe some shrubs. We're going to add some more detail colors to the church building here. We did add stained glass windows, which you'll see in the next update. We'll have all the lights up and running. I have a lot of them already wired already. One of the things that we did, this was a building that we bought for $5 already put together. And one of the things that I tried to do is take it apart so I could get to the inside of it. And I was unable to do that. However, all of the windows I was able to get out of there in the front door. So that way I was able to get the stained glass in there. You'll see I think the effect worked out pretty well. So we are going to add some more detailed colors. So on this side of the layout, we're also in the middle of building that Merchants Row 1. I just kind of put these buildings down to show that there's going to be something over here.
Yeah, but we've come a long way from the other side.
Yeah. And then on this other side, and unfortunately that sidewalk is not, I don't have it laying down straight, but you can see how that's going to cover the transition from the cutout to the rest of the platform. David, could you hold up, I want to say it's the red building from over there. Could you pick that up? So this would, pick it up carefully, don't drop it. I want you to turn it over. So we have been using these LED light strips. These are 3 of them together right here.
I'll take that.
And here, turn it upside down. So since this was already put together, I don't know if we're going to want to add an interior on this later or not, but basically what I did is take a piece of black styrene and I put one of those LED strips in the top, and then we used some modeling clay to just kind of hold it in place temporarily. So that way, if we want to make any changes later, we can do that if we want to do an interior or something more complex. But anyway, that seals it off so that the light from the first and the second floors are completely separate. You can put that back, David. So we still got to finish wiring those. I do have the missing pieces off of that lumber company building back there that I need to reattach. There's the fire station, one of my old buildings that we're going to use over there. That is an incandescent bulb in that light lamp, and I'm just going to leave it as is for now. So also over on this end of the layout, we have the houses. Some of the houses. We will have some stuff on the upper level here. Just nothing's up there at the moment since we're still actively working on that. So I think what we talked about, David and I talked about in the houses, is just having lighting on the lower level.
Because normally people are on the downstairs.
Right, and if you're upstairs at nighttime, if you have a light on, it's not going to be for a long period of time.
Yeah.
But in these downtown buildings, we wanted to have upper level, lower level independent so that we can do some things with the lighting. Since we don't have a huge layout or a huge amount of room for buildings, one of the things that we really wanted to work on this layout is customizing the lighting. And that's another reason why we want kind of a darker rock color back there, because we're going to have a fair amount of lighting effects on here.
And that's going to help the dark colors stand out.
Yes. So we're going to really get into the lighting on here and have things, a lot of different different controls and so forth. And you guys will see what we dream up when we get to that point. But we already know which devices we're using and where we're going from there. So we had hoped to have more done on this, but I feel like we've waited long enough for the update. So hopefully the next time we'll have even more done here, but we're going to keep working on things. We have a lot of partially completed projects to work on over here.
But hey, it's better than just pink foam.
Yeah, better than pink foam. Nice. The more color we get down, the better this looks.
Yeah.
And our DCC system that failed us, we're supposed to get our replacement sometime next week.
So we can run Thomas again.
So we can run everything again.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's about all the progress we have for you today. Should have another update coming soon, but until next time,
Signing off.